Okay, so we're finally getting all the Oscar movies in my town where I live. So I finally got a chance to see I, Tonya, which to me is not my favorite movie of the year, but this is a really, really, really good movie. I think that I can completely see why anybody loves this movie and thinks it's the best movie of the year. I don't, but I think it is close. I think it is very good. It's very, very informative and really entertaining at the same time. I like how I didn't know much about Tanya Harding or anything about her really. I mean, I've heard of her, but I didn't know the full story and effect about her life. And I thought that this movie did a really, really fantastic job of showing how this person and all of the people around her invokes such anger and such destruction of everybody involved in terms of Tanya Harding is a person who has a horrible mother and who had a horrible husband and how they treated her like shit, and she was the one who let that happen to her while she was also not being smart about all these decisions too. But while she went up in skating ranks, I thought that in ice skating, I thought that's really cool that like it shows it is really informative about these characters and about how it builds up to her and her husband, how that when they divorce, whenever they get back together, whenever Nancy Kerrigan's leg gets broken. I think that it does a really good job of building up all of this shit that happens with her and all of her family and how it escalates and how these people are really white trash and how they invoked such dumb decisions to each other, and it escalated to such a level that it was just interesting how the story went along with this real life thing. I thought it was really cool, and I thought that it was genuinely hilarious because of these people not being very smart, and it showed that they like all the dumb things that they did had repercussions, but it was really funny whenever they had these repercussions or whenever they were going through with these plans to like to break her leg or stuff like that. I think that it really follows such an interesting way of plotting it out, and I think that it's really cool how much it shows. And I hear there's even more about her that wasn't in this movie. I think that, but what they did put in it, I thought was really informative and really good. And I thought that Margot Robbie was fantastic, and Allison Janney was fantastic, and as Sebastian Stan as well. All three of those, especially those three actors, really, really brought it. Like Margot Robbie plays. I don't know Tanya Harding at all. Like I said, I didn't know much about her, but she really, it probably is this accurate in how Tonya Harding acted and how and everything she did. I thought Margot Robbie did a great job, and I thought that Allison Janney, who plays the mother, is genuinely hilarious. Like she cracked my shit up every time she said something. But you also get some humanizing moments with her, even though she is a terrible human being. The way that she pushes her daughter as hard as she can, but in an abusive way, and hits her, or does, or like even at one point hurts her to the point with blood. Like it is really sad and scary what this woman did to this to the Tonya Harding, but Tonya Harding also made bad decisions too. And I think that it's funny the whole movie revolves around all these bad decisions that they all make, and they all make really stupid decisions, and it's really interesting, but it's really fun and entertaining because they make it seem so wacky, because it seems like because it is a real life thing that a lot of this stuff probably, I don't know how accurate it is. I'm assuming it's pretty accurate, but they, because I mean there's stuff that could be dramatized or romanticized in the movie, but I don't know how far the lengths they went to make it that way. But I thought that in terms of just the acting was so good and so fantastic, and they made these characters so unlikable, but in a way that they're so likable and watchable. If that makes sense, like they're so infinitely watchable because of how dumb they are and how horrible of decisions they make, and how they just make all these dumb decisions, and it keeps building and building. And I think that's really cool. And I think that the story and the pacing for the movie really works on well on that behalf. Just having a great build up, it is really good. It is. I'm so glad that they're getting a lot of Oscar recognition for this. I don't remember if this is one of the best pictures. I don't think it is, but I know that Margot Robbie and Allison Janney have Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress noms. So, I wouldn't mind if they won, but there's a lot of competition this year in terms of actors and actresses and nominations. But Allison Janney, I'd say, is probably the actress in that category uh, of sub actresses, that supporting actresses, that made me laugh the most, I think, this year, because I think she was fantastic, and she has such a makeover about her. Like the way she's made over, she looks like she just got short hair, but she looks so different, and I think that she really falls in that role. And so does Sebastian Stan, who I haven't seen in much other things besides the Marvel movies. Like, he falls into this role of this abusive dick, and I think that he is legitimately creepy in this, and I think that's cool that he's got a different kind of movie that hopefully he'll get recognition for, not in terms of Oscars, even though he's good, but in terms of a different type of genre film besides a superhero movie. Because I think he's been in other stuff, but I haven't seen anything else. But I thought that he was really good in this too. I thought that those three are really great in this movie, and they really sold it and really portrayed these characters, I assume, pretty accurately. I've looked into it a little more since I saw the movie, and I think that that is true, that these characters were like this in real life. So I really enjoyed it, and I thought that it was really a great movie, and I'm glad that it's getting not Best Picture recognition, but I'm glad it's getting recognition for Margot Robbie and Allison Janney. I think that they both are really great, and Sebastian Stan should have got something too, and maybe he did. I can't remember if he got a supporting too, but I don't think he did. But either way, all three of them are really fantastic. The movie is really well made, and I think that it's one of the best of the year, and I really enjoyed it.